This spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
A 3-yard pick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Saints take over.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Here's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring set.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
43. Giants, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
16 yards, a first down.
4-yard line.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked off here the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off here, the 32. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up with the fly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 65.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Bell. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's now fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Tonight's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, The win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. They hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay